Students, World Trade Organization established on 1st January 1995 by the member nations of United Nations. Its headquarters is in Geneva in Switzerland. The objectives are as follow. First, to remove the obstacles in the influencing global trading. Okay, whatever obstacles are there in import and export, that should be removed by the World Trade Organization. Second, to remove the protection policies given to the industries for the countries for foreign trade, so tariff, quotas, that all should removed, and coordinate with the global trade policy with the economic policy. Okay, global trade policy, import export policy and economic policy of the country, that should be coordinated to solve the trade related issues and problems and disputes are there, that should be removed. Okay, that one of the objectives of the World Trade Organization. Now functions. First, to set up the required structure of implementation of agreement related to multinational trade, an agreement related to it. Second, most important role played by the World Trade Organization for debate and discussion, negotiation for multinational trade. It organized debate and negotiation for the multinational trade. Third, WTO encourage unbiased international trade. Unbiased means there is no partiality. Unbiased international trade. Fourth, different nations follow their own national policies. It observe them, suggests required improvements. Okay, many, so like India is also having a separate economic policy. So WTO observe it, suggests required improvements. Students, I have already taught you objectives and functions. Now I'm going to teach you the impacts. Impacts of WTO on Indian economy. So students, totally 4 points are there that you have to remember. India is the member of World Trade Organization since its inception. So what will be the impact of organization on India, or what type of benefits would India acquire, are discussed below. Okay. So first point, India's contribution to the world trade was 0.5, means 0.5. Our exports have increased tremendously due to the increase in the international trade. As a result of it, India's contribution in the world trade has increased to 1%. Simply, it was previously 0.5. After India being a member of the World Trade Organization, our export increased to 1%. Second point, being a member of WTO, World Trade Organization, export of ready-made clothes of our country is increased. So students, you have to remember only this, exports of ready-made clothes increase. Third point, India has been able to increase the export of agro products. Okay, so after being a member of WTO, India increased the export of agricultural products. Fourth point, due to the increase in the export, pressure on imports has reduced and foreign investment has been increased in the foreign exchange. Once export increases, so pressure on import decreases and we are earning foreign exchange. So students, these 4 are the impacts of the WTO on the Indian economy. So students, you have to learn WTO, okay, objectives, functions and impacts. This is very important. Now next topic I am going to explain you that sustainable development. Sustainable development means what? According to the definition of sustainable development is a development which means satisfies the needs of the present generation without compromising with the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. You underline this definition. Satisfying the needs of the present generation without affecting and without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. Thus, the idea of sustainable development developed because of extreme effects on the nature, on human habitation and man-created cover environment. The way and the speed with which a present generation is developing, it cannot be maintained in the future. We are utilizing all the natural resources and we nothing to left for the future generations. So there is a fear that luxuries which present generation is enjoying may not be there for the future generation. So development should such that we are saving certain natural resources for our future generation. That called as sustainable development. So there is a tremendous decrease in the natural resources due to the economic development, and their quality is also deteriorating. It is in this condition there is a need to change the idea of the development. We have to develop our technology that we are satisfying the future generation needs also. So idea of sustainable development is studied because of the present development and effects of it on the environment. Okay, so sustainable development is also very important, student.
Solar energy,
Now students, wind
strategy
energy should be adopted for conservation and preservation of natural resources. So these all strategy you have to learn. There is a question, explain the strategy of sustainable development. In that, number 1, the renewable natural resources like cultivable farm, forest, water resources should be used in a such a way that their quality should be maintained, and we have to use non-renewable natural resources, students, like coal, petroleum, minerals should be used judicially, means properly. We should avoid the wastage of this. Second, industrial location should be decided on the basis of the lesser transportation cost. So a sincere attempt should be made to achieve eco-friendly development. So we can save much more fuel also, petroleum also, we can save our environment also. Third, those resources which can be used in more than one way, so we should use it in a different way, such as different irrigation systems are utilized for more than one purpose. Clear? So irrigation facilities can be utilized for the production of electricity. Students, you know that hydel power station, flood control, and the transportation. Fourth, natural resources should not be wasted. Control should be laid on unplanned disposal of industrial waste, poisonous chemicals, and increasing slums. That we have to check it out. The government has to check it out and all these things. Fifth point, stress should be laid on the use of the non-conventional energy resource. You know, students, I have already taught solar energy, wind energy. Now steps taken for the protection of the environment. Students, you have to learn this. In 1972, the Earth Conference was organized in the Stockholm in the Sweden. So thereafter, for time to time convention, the camps have been organized for the protection of the environment at the global level. So students, you have to remember for the MCQ, Earth Conference 1972. Okay, India is also involved in the global efforts, and government is also taking different efforts at the national level. So these 5 points you have to remember, students. Information about the pollution conditions of the different cities of the nation is presented in this Earth Conference. Second, central and the state government control boards have been established for the controlling the pollution. Third, 5th June has been declared as an environmental day in the world. Fourth one, in India, government passed Air Pollution Control Act in the year 1981. And last one, international agreements have been signed for the deteriorating, ozone layer that started deteriorating. Ozone layer, students, that protecting us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun, disposal of a nuclear waste, and maintenance of the biodiversity. So these 5 points you have to remember. Clear? It is our responsibility to conserve the environment, and we have to stop the air pollution, different types of pollutions. So no doubt the life on the earth will be doomed soon. Textual question answers, meaning of liberalization and its benefits that given to you. Okay, I told you that you have to learn everything, advantages also, disadvantages also, and features also. Okay, benefits and limitations of privatization that given on page number 128, disadvantages, advantages of privatization. Third, which steps have been taken to conserve the environment? Just now I taught to you that 5 points that you have to write it down. And explain the strategies of the sustainable development, page number 131, total 5 points given to you that you have to write it down. Strategies for, sustainable development. Now benefits of globalization, students, on page number 120, and that third one, benefits of globalization. Objectives of World Trade Organization, that on page number all the objectives given to you, 4 objectives are given to you, page number 130. And methods, means mention the ways of privatization. So here page number 128, in that privatization 2 methods given to you that you have to write it down. Concept of globalization, you have to write it down. Concept, meaning of globalization, connecting Indian economy with the world economy, that considered as the concept of globalization. Economic reform started in India in 1991, students. When was World Trade Organization established? 1st January 1995. And concept of sustainable development. Sustainable development is the development which meets the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their needs. You have to write down only definition. Now, where is the headquarter of the World Trade Organization established? So that is the Swiss. So headquarter of the World Trade Organization established in Geneva. When was the Earth Conference organized? 1972, students. Then third, when is the World Environment Day being celebrated? That is 5th June. And the process of connecting Indian economy with the world economy, that is the globalization, students. So you have to learn, you have to write it down textual exercise in your notebook, students. And this chapter is very important, most important topic, sustainable development and the World Trade Organization, students.